trees. Let's get it. Mark and Will, yeah. Mark and Will, yeah. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know.
What's going on, people? Welcome back to another great episode of Bird's Eye View. Of course, you got your favorite two hosts of the most, Mark and Will. What's up, my brother?
What's going on? What is going on?
We got a special guest in the building.
Woo-wee!
Who we got today, brother?
I'm going to tell you what, this is a goody. I am telling you, Miss Alexia Mobley, and we're going to call her Lex.
Lex
is in the house. How you doing today?
I'm good. How about you guys?
Hey, we're fine, man. Big time. And you know what? The great thing is, for all our subscribers, people on here to support us, she's our first woman athlete.
Yep. To join the show.
Yeah, to join the show. So it's a biggie. So you know, and there we go. Sound effects and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's a party. Right off the bat, she's a Louisville women's basketball commit. Okay. 22 or 21? I mean, it's
the plan is 22.
Okay.
22, okay. But I'm graduating 21, but I'm going to go in there 22.
Okay. And see, and I knew it, you know what I'm saying? Because I was like 22, and I'm like, well, she graduated. What's going on? Is Jeff trying to pull a little okie doke on us? So you know what? I'm glad I got that out the way. You know what I'm saying? Right. So people gonna blow me up and like, what's she gonna do and all this kind of stuff. And the great thing, like I said, the rich tradition that Louisville basketball, women's basketball has, it is so great. Once we decide and Lex decided to join it, and I only basically advertised it for like a couple of days. And, I mean, it was like boom, boom. She has moved the needle like no other guest on the show.
Right.
So shout out to women's basketball, Louisville women's basketball, because the fan base is large and in charge.
Yes, it is.
Yes, sir.
So what we want to do, like we do, like when we have people on the show, we want to like get to know them, see what's going on, how they, get to where they at, that kind of stuff. So, Lex, when did you first start playing sports, and what sports did you play?
When I was like 4, I played gymnastics, but then after that, it became like, because my family sport is basketball. Like everybody in my family plays basketball. So I played in like little leagues. I didn't really take it that seriously until I was in probably 4th grade. I don't think my mom had that much hope in me because I was a little like preppy, like, run like this. And like, I just didn't have I was so girly. It was a mess. But yeah, that's how it started. And then learned a lot.
So gymnastics where it started? Gymnastics was the first actual sport you did?
It was like, not the for like not like I was not taking it seriously, but it was like the first I acted like in a sport, like did a sport.
Okay. So how old were you when basketball became your love?
I would say 10 or 11.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a coach's daughter, but I've always been around the game, but it wasn't like, I didn't really see it as of like it being something that I would play until, I didn't take it seriously until like, I was 10 years old. And when I was 10 years old, I was like, I could, like, this could be something like, and then after that, I just we just took it seriously, played AAU, and started all that.
Okay. Tell everybody where you from. It's a lot of people on here probably new to watching us, and a lot of all that kind of stuff too. But could you please tell everybody where you from and what school did you graduate from, and all that kind of stuff?
I'm from Columbus, Ohio, around like in the Reynoldsburg, Eastern Columbus and Reynoldsburg. I'm graduating from Reynoldsburg High School. Yeah.
So, 10 years old, you taking it serious, you doing AAU and all this kind of stuff. So, in middle school, you played middle school ball, right?
Mm-hmm.
What position?
Yes,
what position did you play? Because I've seen some tapes, and it looked like you can do all kinds of stuff. Real for real. It looked like you kind of can hammer that ball and shooting all that. So,
I actually started out as like a post, like because I was bigger than everybody, so I just started out as a post. I was a post until probably like freshman into sophomore year.
okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's great. What grade was you in where you really found out that I'm really good at this?
I would say 7th grade, 6th grade going into 7th.
Yeah.
You know what? See, every time we have athletes on the show, it's like it ain't like I waited till my senior, junior,
Right,
like I mean, I knew I was had the gift. I knew that when I was on this court, it was my court.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So
Yeah.
ain't nothing wrong with that. You gotta have that swag.
Right,
You gotta have
right.
that swag. For real. So let me ask you this: so when you were in middle school,
Mm-hmm.
how tall was you when you was in middle school?
Ooh. I don't even really know because middle school I had like big growth spurts. Like I was going 3 inches each year, 4 inches. So I was 6 foot by the time I was like about to turn 13. I was 6 foot.
Wow. And I was
I don't even really remember because it's like I grew so much I can't even keep track of like
okay.
Okay.
And only reason I asked that because I seen some stats in high school. So give us a crazy game stat if you can remember in middle school. Like I posted up 44 points,
Right.
20 boards, 10 blocks. Because I know it's something that happened in middle school, especially with that growth spurt.
Yeah.
I think I had like maybe 20 some points, 28 rebounds, probably like 10 blocks. It was like I had a triple double that day. It was crazy. I was so hyped. I was like, oh my god, I felt so high. But yeah, that was.
So
that's when I found my love for rebounding.
So did the opposite team come ask for birth certificates and stuff?
Geez.
I know they came.
Actually, yes, I got kicked. Actually, when I was in 7th grade, for like the beginning of the season, I was able to play up to 8th grade. So when I was playing up in 8th grade, I was playing up in 8th grade. Had a lot of playing time. I would sit on the bench, and then they would put me in, and me and another one of my teammates. And then it got to a point where we played this team, we smacked them, and then so the like I think like the athletic director or somebody who's involved in that stuff complained to somebody important, and we couldn't play up anymore.
Wow.
I was so pissed. I time you play against him, I still holds up against play against him hard. I have a big chip on my shoulder. I do not mess with them. I'm so pissed about that. I'm so pissed about that.
To this day.
Right, we feel you on that. You gotta let her eat. You gotta let her eat. So, as you got into high school, your freshman year, I'm pretty sure you probably started. What position did you play? Was you still a post, or was you a forward? I mean, what was the position when your freshman year?
A 4. I was a 4.
Okay.
So I was mostly in like the high post area majority of the time, or short corner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did they Now I done seen, like I said, I done seen videos and stuff like that. So did you always have that nice touch outside, the outside jumper extended the 3 point, or was it like just the elbow at that time, or you always?
Um, I didn't really develop a jump shot until, I mean, yeah, it was probably like when I was a sophomore. When I was going into a sophomore year.
Okay.
You know, when I started playing on my AAU team now, the Angels.
Okay. Shout
I
out
started playing
Angels.
on
Yes,
the wing
sir.
more. Cincinnati Angels. I started playing on the wing more, and that's where I developed my shot. You know, actually learned how to shoot and the technique and like all the little things.
Hey, you ready now? Boy, I see them videos. You ready now? So into the sophomore year. So right now, like on the screen, if everybody's just joining and seeing it, so pretty much these numbers is from your sophomore year. You average 18 points, 19 boards, and 3 blocks.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Wow.
That's nuts.
That's I've been checking birth certificate all along too.
too.
Coach, don't she belong in the WBA? She need to be the WBA, coach. Get on out of here.
Yeah.
Right.
And that year, I transferred out of my the school that I was at because I've been in the same school my whole life. But I transferred from that school, Reynoldsburg, to a school, Whitehall. I transferred there for a year, and then I came back this year. I came back to Reynoldsburg, so that was when I was at Whitehall.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
You was eating.
Yes, you was.
Eating. You
19
committed.
boards.
You committed to University of Louisville early. Like
Yes, December 1st of 2019.
2019. You was like with a freshman.
I was a sophomore. It was the middle of my sophomore year.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I can saw that come across, and I was like, "Wow, Jeff is doing it." For real. And then you don't have to worry about it. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to worry about it,
Right.
like the recruiting and all this kind of
Right.
stuff. So,
Yeah.
what came into that decision?
Mm-hmm.
What, like, I'm ready now for the University of Louisville. Like, what led you to that decision? That early decision.
I went to an elite camp. I went to elite camp going into my sophomore year, and I instantly fell in love with the culture of the team, the coaches and how they ran stuff, and like we just kind of like had the really got to connect with the coaches, and I fell in love with the program. I fell in love with the facility. I fell in love with everything, and then a few months later, I got an offer from them, and then after that, I went on a visit, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I watched practice, and then I went to this thing called like Louisville Live that they started, and it was awesome. Like I loved it. I was like, I could see myself walking that stage, doing a little nails up. I was, oh my gosh, I just fell in love with it. I was like, I'm ready. And I had a one-on-one talk with Coach Walls, and just to really feel like, now I really got a chance to like see what he like, how he runs his stuff, like how he does stuff. And I was like, I don't know if any other coach could be like that. Like it just felt very personal.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yeah, I can't, like, I couldn't focus. I just like, I need to be here. When I was there, I was like, Mom, can I please commit? Mom, can I please commit here? Can I please commit here? It was like October. I was like, Mom, please let me commit here. I'm ready.
So which game did you go to? Did you go?
Wait, for what do you mean?
Like
For which?
when you was on you been to some games at Louisville, right?
Yes, I have.
Yeah. Which game did you go when you on your visit or unofficial or whatever when you came? Which actually game did you come and watch at the Yum Center?
So on the visit, that was just the Louisville Live. But when I came to a game, it was the USA basketball when USA was doing a little tour. Yeah, I went to that game, and they came to Ohio State, and came and when I watched that game too.
Okay, yeah. That's another thing. So, Ohio State, Cincinnati. I'm pretty sure Michigan. Like, what other schools? And I know it happened early in your sophomore year, but I'm pretty sure other schools was trying to get in, recruit and everything. What other schools was recruiting you?
It's really hard to remember, but I had 30 offers
Oh,
before I committed.
Lex, we're
And
done. We're done.
I was
Lex, we're done. It's over.
yeah, I was ready. So
Dang.
yeah.
30. That's crazy.
Wow.
As a sophomore.
Were they all sophomore? I mean, that time when you was a sophomore, all them like a freshman, sophomore, pretty much.
I started like going into my 8th grade year. It was like fall of my 8th grade year when I had my first offer. But I think I didn't really. I got a lot in my my freshman into my sophomore year. That's what like I got. That's what was like my best year that
Who was,
I
who
got
was that?
through.
Who was that first school that said, "Hey, this 8th grader"? Who was that first school?
Michigan State.
I thought she was going to say Mark and Will AT&T or something like somebody trying to get ahead. I mean, Michigan State is good, so it's like, yeah, you started out with a banger.
Yes.
Wow.
Crazy.
Ooh-wee.
That's
Okay.
That's nuts.
So, all right, yeah, he just woke us up a little bit. Just a little bit. So now, okay, that pressure's off. So now you can play. How was it playing in this pandemic? All this kind of stuff. Because I'm pretty sure, like, and I know, like I said, you graduated early. Like, so when that pandemic hit last March and all this kind of stuff, your basketball was still going on then, right? Because y'all wasn't in like state championship, or was it over?
No, I think our season had ended like a week or two before it hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as you go into this past season, and I know that a lot of games probably was canceled and stuff. How was it just dealing with that, playing with that, lack of playing, lack of camps, different stuff like that, or AAU period? How was that?
It was heartbreaking. It started out with my AAU, and we were really hyped for our AAU season because we got some people that were from like Kentucky, and we were like, oh, this is gonna be the best Angels team yet. And then the pandemic hit, and we were like, man, we're not gonna be able to play nowhere, and it was hard. A lot of stuff was canceled, and then so me and my brother, my older brother, we were outside training, working out. We had built like a whole court, like painted a line, and my dad ordered a court, and then we built in a court, a little court in. We have like a little back area where we would train and stuff, and then we had like a box jump and set up a whole training area in the basement. It was a project. But yeah, that's what we did. And then the start of the school season, the first right before, when I tell you it was right before, I'm saying our game was 5 days away, our first game, and it got canceled, and we got the next 7 games canceled.
Wow.
Yes, so it was hard, but man, did we cope. We went out our first game, and we was so hyped. I was so happy to be out on the court. It just seemed like I'm nothing could mess this up. When we first had our first game, I was like, we're about to tip off. Nothing could stop it now. There's no canceling, no nothing. We're about to play our first game, and the whole COVID situation, everything was a big, big. Yeah,
that is crazy for real. My heart goes out to all those people in school and all sports, or just even this school in general missing out on different things. And I know different states have different regulations, rules with this pandemic, big time. So I saw where, of course, in 22, they had you ranked. They had you ranked overall 29th player in the country. I think it was number 6 wing at the time. Talking about 22 class. Some tell me if you didn't graduate early, you was climbing up that ladder because like I said, I seen them workouts. I seen all that kind of stuff. I think you was trying to get that number one spot because you've been going hard. And I guess who are you working out with? Is that your brother you've been working out with in some of those videos?
Yes, sir. That's my brother.
Yeah, I've been going hard for real. So I was like, she better go get this number one spot. For real, she's going hard. So, like, as far as the decision to, graduate early, I know it had to be a hard decision.
I missed out on a few different like opportunities that I couldn't have done, because I wasn't a real senior. I couldn't, participate in stuff like All-American, like being able to be All-American.
Okay.
And there was different things that I really couldn't do, and it was heartbreaking because it was like my dream to be a part of that, and then and I couldn't. So that was heartbreaking, but it was at the end of the day, I made my choice, and I know what the benefits are. There's going to be negatives with either part of the choice. So
that makes sense. That makes sense. That definitely makes sense. So okay, so as you getting ready to go to University of Louisville, and what for the Cardinal fans, describe your game.
I'm very high energy. I love to rebound. I take pride in rebounding. I'm a high jumper, so like I could jump pretty high. I love blocking shots. I take pride in my defense more in that part. And if I'm not doing good on like the defensive end of rebounding, I'm not going to have a good game. So I take that stuff first. Like I do that stuff first. And if I play good defense, I get block shots and I get a lot of rebounds. I get steals. I'm going to have a good offensive game. That's it. That stuff just makes my game. So yeah, and I'm a really hype person, and I'm really like, my adrenaline starts running, and I'll be the type to like, if someone gets an N1, I'm running to them, and I'm like, N1, I'm getting on their face, and I slap the mess out of them. I'm pretty. And I'm also like, I could dunk too.
Oh wow!
But all right, I'm glad because these groups have been going crazy. The stuff that I shared that you was gonna come on the show, I heard that she can dunk. She can dunk. I seen whatever. So you're putting it right here that you can throw it down.
Yes. Wow. I'm putting it right here. I can throw it down.
Louisville got dog cover.
But hey, real quick though, Lex, I love, and I know Coach Who I was gonna look like what you're saying. Basically, I know I got to get in there and play some defense. I got to rock and roll. That's going to lead to my offense. What coach do not want that? Exactly. Normally you got to be like, nah, I'm trying to get buckets, and then and then they be sitting on the bench. But like you, look, I am high motor, block shots, rebounds. That's going to feed into my offense. Oh man, that's a dream.
Yes, it is.
That is a dream for real. Like, and then we see the numbers that you put up and all that kind of stuff. So. Do you know what position? Are you gonna play like stretch 4 or whatever he puts you at? You gonna be happy.
3 or 4.
3 or 4.
Yeah, 3 or 4. Yeah.
I can see that big time. Hey, that's
they
got one coming. The Bill got one coming for real. Yeah.
I can't wait.
Yeah. So, like as you doing this training and all this kind of stuff, and brothers helping you and all like that. I know of course we know the goal is to get better and things like that. So sometimes it's hard to see that growth, but can you see that growth that you have done? You know what I'm saying? With all this training, like I'm pretty sure you used to train anyway, but now, like I said, these videos, if people have not seen her videos, check her out on Twitter and give them your handle real quick because these videos are nice.
Alexia Mobley 23. That's my handle for Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah, she's putting it in for real. I mean, and it's like okay, she's rolling. So let me ask you this: so do you follow any kind of other sports? You like, do you have a favorite NBA team, favorite WNBA team, favorite football team, or what are those teams?
My family, we're Eagles football team, so we love the Eagles. I know you guys are Dallas Cowboy fans.
That's me.
That's him.
Oh my!
That's him.
Oh dang! Just what? Ah man, why you gotta hit me? Nah, I'm cool with that. Every guest we have, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. I don't want a Dallas fan.
I had to be a little hesitant, I was like, I don't know.
Hey, I'm totally professional. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. So besides the Eagles, what you got an NBA team, a WNBA team?
I mean, it was LA Sparks, but I love LA Sparks in Las Vegas. Yeah, I love they and New York Liberty. I love New York Liberty. That's where Louisville. My people's there.
That's right.
And then for NBA, I go wherever Kevin Durant goes. Kevin Durant, that's the guy.
Nets! I like that though. That's good stuff right there. For real. Yeah, I mean, I thought you was gonna throw Cleveland.
I did too.
Cincinnati.
Oh no.
She said,
that's my dad. That's my dad and my brother. That's them. Me and my mom are totally against me. My brother and my dad. That's it. Nah.
So it's you and your mom that's Eagles fan.
No. The Eagles fans, our whole team, our whole family. But Cleveland, when it comes to AAU teams, like we were Golden State fans. Like I was the Golden State fan. Me and my mom are Golden State fans. My dad and my brother are Cleveland Cavalier fans. They're LeBron James. They're LeBron James fans. I'm a Stephen Curry and Kevin Durant. It went down in the household.
I bet it did. I know they was like, hold on, you doing too much. For real. We got people throwing the Eagles. Chris Abner said the Eagles. Yeah. But he's a Packers fan, so that's why he threw that out there.
That's a brother right there.
Your brother right here. Talking about Eagles gang.
Oh, look, there's my brother.
Yeah, Eagles gang. Hey, give me a shout out. Yes, sir. I'll definitely be hitting you on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Big time, and we have to face out. Let's see. Brother got another one. He said, "I'm the Nets too." Okay. Hey, that's right.
He's Lakers. He with LeBron.
She's like, don't even try to come over now. Don't even try to come over.
I'll be a bandwagon. No, he a LeBron James fan.
Oh Lord Jesus!
Many people are like it.
Yeah,
that's okay. That's all right. That's it is what it is right now. So, what we're gonna do real quick? We always have a spin on some things, and being that your sports, different sports too. So we're gonna have a little fun. So what I'm gonna do is actually go to some different scenes and then bring you back on it. Add you to the scene as we do. So let's see. Let me go to this first one because I know you're on top of your game. So we'll go to this one. We'll do this one real quick first. Okay. We'll hit that one first. If I can go ahead and there we go. Bam. Add her back on here.
Bingo.
Okay. Let me see. Hold on. Right. There we go. Cool. My fault. So, we're going to hit it. We're going to hit the gamut of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because we know you know this stuff. So, right now, what we do, we like to do different things on this show. You told us about what you do. We know you're a baller and all this kind of stuff. So, we have a little thing. We do franchise player, all-star player, stat player. Basically, what it is, you rank them 1, 2, 3. Franchise being the best, all-star second, stat third. For right now, this is definitely, I know you know them. You got Trae Young. We got LaMelo Ball. Ja Morant.
Okay.
Rank them.
Mm-hmm. I say John Morant, Trey Young, and LaMelo.
So franchise is who?
Ja
Ja.
Morant,
Mm-hmm.
All stars who?
Trey Young.
Okay, and Mother Ball. Okay. I see you. All right, but like I said, we got some more for you. We got some more for you. We're gonna make
Okay.
sure. Yeah, we're gonna make sure everything is copacetic. No, that's kind of old. We're gonna go to a different one. I don't want you on that, but that's kind of older on that one though. So we'll let's do. Oh yeah, let's do this. Let's get on this real quick. Get her on here.
Ooh.
Get the crop up.
Hey. Ooh.
There we go. There we go. That playoff
That was a
stuff.
little more tougher. This was a little tougher.
Yeah.
Franchise player, Candace Parker. Franchise player is Candace Parker. That's no doubt. Audrey Wilson and Deladon. Yeesh. Yeesh. I think
It's kind of hard.
Wilson All-Star player and Deladon stat player.
Ooh.
It was tough, but Candace Parker was a no-brainer.
Oh yeah. Especially a Sparks fan too. Anyway,
Right.
So yeah, but I kind of knew that was probably going to head that way and all that kind of stuff. So that was cool on that one, big time. So let's see if I got some other stuff on here. Okay, cool. All right. So what we like to do also is when we have people on here, we like to give them opportunity to. Let me clean the screen real quick for you. Bring it back right here. We like to give opportunity. People like to give thanks and praise for people who played a big part in their life. So we throw the clock on here, and it don't have to be the total 10 minutes, but So now the floor is yours. Give thanks to who you need to give thanks to, from coaches, teachers, parents, everything. The floor is yours.
First up, I have to start with my mom. Been the biggest part of my life. I don't know where I would be without her or what I would do without her. And second, I have to say my grandma because and she passed away this year. But
sorry for your loss.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is anybody else like little league coaches, anything like that?
No, it's like right here, but it's not.
Okay. The technical difficulties. Hopefully she'll join us back to finish that. But if she doesn't, all-star player.
Yes.
Definitely appreciate her there. I mean, you guys can see. She want to go on and finish that down there. Okay. You back and you hear us?
Sorry about that.
That's
My
okay.
brother called.
So who else would you like to give thanks to?
My dad, of course, and my brother for beating up on me. My coach, Coach Dante. My other coach, Coach Q.
Yeah, they coming in now. They must. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do real quick. We got James Bumpers. He said our next superstar. He give you a shout out, big time. He also normally does this show with us too. Let me see. Go back and get. Okay. Aaron said, I agree with her on the ranking, talking about that WNBA and all that good stuff. Let's see. We already hit James, superstar, making. That's right, Bump. Tell him Bump know what's up. The next superstar. Your brother's on her. She's the next big thing. Big thing! Big thing!
That's
Yes!
my guy.
That's right. I like that. You got to. You got to. That's
Support
big
your
stuff.
sister, man.
Yeah, you got to support your family, your sister.
Yes, sir.
You know it. That's right.
That's
Big
my
time.
twin.
Hey, that's good. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, for real, you can't put into words how happy we are to have you part of the show and taking the time out of your busy schedule. Like you said, you was letting me know you had to practice and all this kind of stuff. We just wanted to make sure that Card Nation knew that they got another great one on the way.
Absolutely.
Big time. And Card Nation, from afar, nerd, whatever, support you. It's a ton of people who's on your Twitter account, Card Nation, and whatever, and on Facebook, everything. So, great opportunity for them to hear you share your story and talk about basketball and family and all that kind of stuff. So, shout out to you and thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me. It was so fun talking to you guys. El's up.
Hey, El's up. That's right. Hey, big time. I like that. So, hey, we'll talk to you another time, okay? And we definitely going to be talking about that Eagles in Dallas.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're definitely going to get that. We're going to talk about that. But God bless you. And be safe, okay? We'll talk to you another time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Y'all see it. Y'all see the stats. Y'all see what's going down.
Yep.
Right there.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. Let's make you smile. Let's make you smile. Big time. So what we're going to do, we're going to wrap this up and then we'll come back for a short version of Throwback Thursday. So thanks, Lex. Big time.
Thank you.
It's 8 p.m. Let's get it. Mark and Will, yeah. Mark and Will, yeah. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know.